We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Washington football team. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll find Lindsey here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Second and 11 now. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Throwing, Jones. Screen pass to Lindsey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 4th down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Taken in at the 11. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On first down, Gibson. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
He was brought down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Try the left side. Gibson. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down right.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff. They just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
New York.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff to Henry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 13-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Haskins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
A gain of 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5 from the 8. He'll pitch it back. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
No gain on the play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Thaddeus Moss, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Catch made by Slayton. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
But that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes this Washington 14. Giants nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Throwing on first down, Jones. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again. And now it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Jones now throwing again on 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A huge play there for Washington. 43 yards.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On first down, it's Gibson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Second and 6 from the 10. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On third down, Gibson. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson as the first half is winding down. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Good. Makes this Washington 21. Giants nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good yardage after the catch as that played good for 30 and a first.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Gibson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Jones. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Smith-Schuster.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Smith-Schuster.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Lindsey. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
Phillip Lindsey, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on third and just a yard.
Brings up third and 1.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. A pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
3rd down. Here's Haskins. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move them a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Miller.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
A gain of 22.
A good pickup there, a 22. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now Jones on 1st down. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey.
Jones.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Giants 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Landon Collins made the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Washington.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now Haskins on first down. Throw left side, complete to Moss. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Haskins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes this Washington 42. Giants.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
56 Mike. 18. I got one. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
From the 27, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he's a long ways passes into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
Complete to Evan
A
Ingram.
big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
First down, New York.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe, defense. Chance. Check three.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. The clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
Jones pass.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Jones. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are in for 6.
Yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to see what's served, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, was from Tel Aviv.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, baby. 36.
Haskins going to try to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Haskins sacked by Von Miller. Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.